Did McLaren mess up at Imola? Did they let a victory go? Did they snatch defeat from the jaws of victory like some people are claiming? After all, they had a bad time in Japan where they were not decisive enough with their team orders, and again some people are saying that they should have had team orders at Imola. Personally, I don't think they should have done. I already did a separate video going over the team orders at McLaren, and that I think they did the right thing in not using them in this circumstance. And I'll get why as I go through this article with the F1Chronicle.com, because the boss of McLaren, I'm presuming either Zach Brown or Andrea Stella, has come out and defended the team. Their perceived weakness was not actually a weakness according to them. So let's have a look at what's been said here, guys. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com, as always. McLaren's boss has defended the decision to prioritise team harmony over the absolute victory at the recent Imola Grand Prix. Andrea Stella admits that Max Verstappen's pace and tyre management caught McLaren by surprise. Caught me by surprise, I didn't see that coming at all. Ultimately resulting in Lando Norris chasing teammate Oscar Piastri with much fresher tyres late in the race. Norris trailing Piastri in the championship, but with both of them still ahead of Max Verstappen, radioed his team to gently suggest that a team order should be issued. It was definitely a thought, Stella admits. We assumed that if Lando was able to pass Max, he should be able to pass Oscar pretty easily considering he was on fairly old tyres. Oscar, that is. We are happy with how things unfolded. Both drivers are happy, both think it was fair, and that's the way we go racing. 1997 World Champion Jacques Villeneuve slammed McLaren's decision. What a surprise, Villeneuve not agreeing with what McLaren are doing. They show weakness, he said. It's as if they are afraid to be aggressive in trying to win the Drivers' Championship and they are afraid to go against Piastri. It's really, really odd. Although he was diplomatic, Lando Norris suggested McLaren's call resulting in Norris taking 3 laps to pass Piastri and then the pair almost colliding. I don't know about them almost colliding. I mean, they were fighting going through Tamburello. That's a bit strong. But that cost the team a potential win, apparently. I lose time through that. And then he loses time. But it's what we have to do in order to battle for the championship, said the British driver. If you try to make someone happy, the other one's going to be unhappy. So it is the way it is. Red Bull advisor Dr. Helmut Marko also thinks Verstappen's audacious turn 1 lap 1 overtake around the outside of Piastri was the result of the McLaren-style caution. That was Max. He pushed hard, Piastri knew he wouldn't push against him, otherwise there would have been a crash. As for McLaren boss Stella, he is leaving the door open to team orders later on in the season. Internally, we don't talk about if, we talk about when, said the Italian. We are aware as a team, and Lando and Oscar are aware as well. Papaya rules, guys. Papaya rules. Papaya rules going to come in. Well, listen, when it comes to this situation, I think that McLaren actually did the correct thing here personally. At the time, and I said this in my other video, at the time I did feel as though it would have been right to allow Lando to get past Oscar and try and challenge Max Verstappen. However, with the benefit of hindsight, I think that actually probably would have been the incorrect move for a number of different reasons. The first being the fact that I think Max Verstappen would have won anyway. I don't think Lando Norris was catching Max Verstappen. Verstappen was on new tyres just like Lando Norris. Piastri was on older tyres, so he was slower. But even in clean air, I mean, yes, there was like a 6-second gap, I think, by that point. But even in that clean air, Lando Norris was not as fast as Max Verstappen. I don't think he would have passed him. To overtake around Imola, you needed a decent pace advantage with your tyres. And I don't think he had that. Piastri as well, earlier in the race, was not as fast as Max Verstappen. Verstappen was ahead by like 30 seconds. I mean, yeah, helped by safety cars and VSCs and stuff, but even without that, he was winning that race by like 15, 20 seconds probably. He was unstoppable. So I don't agree with Marko, what he's saying as well about, McLaren being cautious, Piastri being cautious through that first corner, and that allowed Verstappen to get around the outside. Piastri was defending the inside line. And he was blocking George Russell, not illegally, fairly blocking George Russell. Russell was coming through like a freight train. If Piastri went to the outside there, Russell would have steamed down the inside and gone through to the win, which maybe in hindsight would have been a better thing to do because George Russell's pace fell off a cliff as that race went on. If he led during the opening stages, Piastri would have got past and maybe would have won. If buts and maybes, but I still think on the day, on race pace, Verstappen was the fastest driver and he was going to win that race no matter what. And the other thing as well when it comes to McLaren is the team dynamic. If they go it being perceived to favour Lando Norris or perceived to favour Oscar Piastri, that could upset the team dynamic. Even if that isn't the case, and I don't think it is, I think they are genuinely on equal footing, there might be that doubt, that seed of doubt planted in their mind that could maybe make one of them want to move to another team eventually. That's how these things start. The rot sets in very quickly with these things. So overall, I think McLaren got things right. But what do you think? Do you think McLaren played it correctly with this one? Were they too cautious? Let us know in the comments below. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this, and have a fantastic day wherever you are in the world today, guys. And we'll see you very soon.